Hi, this is Scott Siskin. I'm the president of First Republic Mortgage Bankers. When you need a mortgage, call First Republic Mortgage Bankers and deal direct. Eliminate the middleman. No mortgage broker fees. Stop wasting your hard-earned money on your high-rate mortgage and your credit cards. You can save every single month by refinancing. You personally can save every month by locking in the lowest rates in over 30 years. And we make house calls to the entire tri-state area 7 days a week. Call 718-380-0006 if you're buying a home or you want to refinance your home. 718-380-0006.
I realize that in life, a lot of things that, the people around the Link Up Media family here, they take pride in making sure people understand exactly what it is that the real deal is.
That's right.
What the real deal is. Not what the gospel is, but what the real deal is.
Real deal.
What the facts are.
Facts.
All right.
That's
so
it.
right now,
we always say the quote is, don't believe the hype.
Right.
Find out about the facts. Get the facts.
And it's very important that people truly understand the facts, man. Well, right?
That's right. Of course.
Why
else would you do anything else if you didn't know the facts?
That's it. And you know what I love about you and First Republic Mortgage Bankers, man? Mm-hmm. You're not twisting anyone's arm. You're not forcing anyone to use the FHA.
No.
You're not forcing anyone to go conventional.
No.
You're not forcing anyone to pay a ridiculous amount in closing costs.
Not at all.
You're not forcing anyone to pay too little in closing costs.
No.
You just want people to understand their options before they sign on the dotted line with First Republic Mortgage Bankers or with any other entity.
That's right.
Where people have actually suffered in the past.
Of course.
So it's only right that people have a solid and a full understanding of mortgages before you go into purchasing or refinancing. And once you give the facts, people will analyze the facts and then make their decision. Wrong or right, Rajan?
Of course. You know what, Squeeze? That's the way it should be for anyone that's out there. They should always listen to take in the information, analyze it. Does it make sense to them? Am I saying something that kind of triggers something in them?
Does it sound too good to be true?
Does it sound too good to be true? I mean, all those things. We shouldn't just make a reaction or make a decision just on a one-time hearing somebody say something and that's it. A lot of times that's how people get misled. What you need to do is actually have a conversation, compare certain things. Compare maybe one company or two companies, see what they're offering, and see who could do the best. And that's why at First Republic, we're not saying to us, you have to go ahead and do something right away. We're not saying that. All we're saying is that call in and find out the facts. Find out what we're offering. Find out what it is that we could do for you. Find out if it makes sense. If all of that, when we speak, and in that time you say, you know what, I understand everything, it sounds good for me, let's go forward with it, well, there you go. And we'll lock you in right there at that time.
You know what, man? We can get on the airwave and we can be all polite and nice and proper and solid and sound like we know everything and all of that.
Right.
But people, I don't want you to believe us, man. Don't believe it until you see it in black and white.
That's it.
And you know what? I'm very happy that, certain factors have, made me aware that we need to even tighten up things.
Yes.
Even more so.
That's right.
And tightening up things by getting on the radio and telling people over and over that no, don't let any company force them or twist them to do anything that they know, is not right. They should do their research. They should do their homework.
Right. I mean, sometimes even speaking to other people that their friends, finding out things from friends, families. I mean, there's a lot of ways you can find out information. And the other thing is too, as far as finding out information, making sure you find out the right information is very, very important, because sometimes we hear people say things, either negative or positive things about what others should do. But sometimes it's just a matter of someone's opinion and they don't know the facts about it. And that's why when we say call us and find out the facts, find out if you should pay points, if you shouldn't pay points, what rate you should be getting, what kind of program you should be put into, what meets your needs, should you be in a conventional, should you be in an FHA, should you be in one of the stated programs that we have, what is out there for you, is it the right time to refinance, is it the right time to purchase? So if you have an entity out there that's willing to take the time to just say, look, you don't have to commit to anything. Let us give you the knowledge to make the right decision. Well, that's powerful. Why not take advantage of that? Because there's not many institutions out there that even I know about that really care about that. Many institutions, you call them up, they want facts right away. How much you make, what's your credit score, what's your income, all those things. We want to find out what's going on behind the scenes. Take time to analyze everything, get all the details.
Okay. Now, one of the questions that I couldn't help. I just went out for lunch. And on my way back from lunch,
Right.
I heard George Bush on 1010 Wins. He was talking about the FHA Secure
Right.
program.
Right.
And his comment was, the FHA program is not a bailout program.
Right.
It's a program to help people get their financing back on track.
Correct. Correct.
Powerful words from the President of the United States. So how and why would institutions,
Right.
anyone out there, want to knock a program that is there? And he also noted that is there to help poor people
Yes.
to get back on track with their finances. Why would anyone want to knock such a program that First Republic Mortgage Bankers did not make? They did
Right.
not come up with it.
Correct.
The government came up with this.
Correct.
George Bush came up with this.
And that's why it was implemented in there, because many people were in the situation of them losing their houses because they were put into adjustable rates when maybe they should have gotten a fixed rate. And that's why FHA was there at the time. That's why First Republic was participating in promoting FHA loans at the time for purchases, because it was a very easy way to get a fixed low rate that wouldn't have led people into problems that they were having now. And, you know, that's why FHA stands by it, that they are there to help those that fit into the program, that can refinance and get out of an adjustable that their rate might be 8, 9, 10%,
Right.
and get into a 5.5%, even if
The closing cost is a little bit higher.
it is, of course.
All right.
Because the reason why that is, just to clarify something, is because the government needs some upfront, they require an upfront premium to be paid. And they have an extra set of costs. So that's why it is. But to be honest with you, Squeeze, would you prefer to have a 10% rate and pay a little less costs? Or would you prefer to have a 5.5 rate and pay just a little bit more? Which one would save you the more money? Which one do you think would be better to be in?
If it's over a 30-year loan program, I
Right.
wouldn't mind paying an extra $10,000, $20,000, $30,000. Because if a lot of people, I'm serious.
Of
I am
course.
very serious, people. Because you know what? The good thing about it also is this $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 that you're going to be paying can be financed over 30 years.
30 years, correct. And not only that, but it actually, when you go, you could take it to your tax accountant
And write it off.
and write it off. So you're getting the benefits in both ways. But you can ask any accountant out there to go from, let's say you're in a position where you're at 10% and go to a 5.5% and save $500 a month or $600 a month. Think about what you could really do with that cash. You can even put some of that back into paying down your principal and saving even more, because now you're paying down your years that you owe.
You know what? Some people may have questions right now, and some people may actually want to speak with you and talk to you about that 5.5% interest rate, which, of course, at a 30-year, it's 5.91 APR, $5.68 per thousand. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to open up the phone lines, let a few people speak with you, and then when we come back, Roger, you and I will speak a little bit longer on
Yes.
all these questions that people might have. And I'm very happy that folks are listening and calling us with questions before they actually do anything with First Republic Mortgage Bankers. So here we are, the good guys. Why are we good? Why are we the good guys? Let me explain why we are the good guys. We're simply saying, we're giving you a second opinion. If we can't do better than any institution out there, don't go with us. It's as simple as that. All right? But we're willing to show you that we can do better. We are First Republic Mortgage Bankers. Call us right now in the radio studios. Speak with the loan officer that's here. His name is Rajan. He would like to speak with you. Unfortunately, we don't have any Vintage Reggae Fest tickets to give you now because the show is over and you missed it. But call us right now. The number here is 718-325-5555. I don't care what you're doing. Some of you stayed home. Still call up Rajan. Ask him all the questions. If you're not happy with something he just said, call. Squeeze did say to call. If you don't believe something that he said, call 718-325-5555. If you heard other things elsewhere, call. Rajan would like to speak with you. The number here is 718-325-5555. We're talking about you purchasing a new home. Not a new home, a second home, a third home, a fourth home. Call us right now. Once again, this is Link Up Radio 93.5 WVIP. We're one of our core sponsors, First Republic Mortgage Bankers. Rajan is running to the phone lines as they blaze. A lot of folks calling in from New Jersey. I can see the caller IDs. A couple of people calling in from Connecticut and 1 million people calling in from New York. Not literally 1 million, you know. So right now, give us a call, 718 325-5555. The phone lines are blazing. Let me go help out. Rajan, I'm going to let you go, man.
Yes, let me go get those calls.
All right.